I don't even know how to set this one up, because what Dale Earnhardt Jr. just said about Carson Hocevar, it was not what anybody expected. And honestly, it might completely change how you think about the most controversial young driver in NASCAR right now. Before we get into it, welcome to NASCAR Hub. Hit that like button and subscribe. We are pushing hard for 1,000 subscribers, and if you love real, honest NASCAR talk every single week, you are exactly where you need to be. Let's get into it. Okay, so we all know Carson Hocevar has been making waves. The guy races hard, sometimes too hard. He has been called reckless, he has been called aggressive. Fans have gone back and forth for weeks about whether he needs to calm down or just keep doing exactly what he is doing. And Dale Earnhardt Jr., he has been one of the people who has been critical. He has pointed out that some of those bold moves on the track could come back to bite him. Fair, honest, no argument there. But here's where everything flips. Just last week, Jr. said something that caught a lot of people completely off guard. He said he does not think Hocevar is ever going to change, not because he can't, but because this is just who he is. This is his style. This is how he races. And Jr. basically said, don't hold your breath waiting for a different Carson Hocevar, because that guy is probably not coming. Now, a lot of people heard that and thought, okay, so Jr.'s worried. He wants Hocevar to tone it down like everybody else. Nope, not even close. On Tuesday's episode of the Dale Jr. Download, Jr. did not walk anything back. He did not soften his words. He went further. He doubled down. And what he said was honestly pretty powerful. He came right out and said, I don't want Hocevar to change. I don't. Let that sink in for a second. The guy who has been critical of some of Hocevar's moves on track is now saying he does not want the kid to change a single thing. And his reason? It's not just about racing. It's about something much bigger. Jr. explained it like this. He said he wants to win every race JR Motorsports enters, every single one. He wants his guys finishing first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Of course he does. He is a competitor. That's what competitors want. But then he said something that tells you exactly how he thinks about the big picture. He said, above all that, I want this sport to be bigger than any other sport. I want it watched by tens of millions of people every week. Right there, that's everything. For Dale Earnhardt Jr., the future of NASCAR matters more than any single race result. And in his mind, Carson Hocevar is a massive part of that future. He went on to say, that's where we need Hocevar. We need people like Hocevar. We need people like Zilisch. We need people like Ross Chastain. We need people like Denny Hamlin. We need all these great, awesome, different personalities, and we need to be celebrating that. Think about those names for a second. Zilisch, one of the most exciting young talents coming up. Ross Chastain, never afraid to make a bold move and stir things up. Denny Hamlin, always speaks his mind, brings that competitive fire every single week. These are guys who are not afraid to be themselves. They are not robots. They race with emotion. They've got personality. And Jr. is saying that is exactly what NASCAR needs more of. Not perfect, real. And real is what gets people to watch. Now here's where the conversation gets even more interesting. You want to talk about historical comparisons? Because one just happened that is really hard to ignore. Last week, 7-time Cup Series champion Richard Petty, yes, the king himself, compared Carson Hocevar to none other than Dale Earnhardt Sr. Think about that for a moment. Richard Petty, one of the greatest drivers to ever live, looked at this 23-year-old kid and saw the same kind of fire that Earnhardt Sr. brought to NASCAR in the late 1970s and early 1980s. Back then, Sr. was that young, aggressive driver who came in and shook everything up, created drama on the track, created drama off it. People either loved him or could not stand him, but one thing was for sure, everybody was talking about him every single week, and that is exactly what Hocevar is doing right now. Does he need to clean some things up? Probably. Jr. would even agree with that. The kid is only 23 years old. He's got a long career ahead of him, plenty of time to smooth out the rough edges, but the raw talent, the fearlessness, the willingness to go for it when other drivers play it safe, that stuff is special, and you can't teach it. What really stands out, though, is what's happening between Jr. and Hocevar behind the scenes, because it's not just about what Jr. says on his podcast, it's about what he says directly to Hocevar when the cameras aren't rolling. Jr. revealed that he texts Hocevar all the time, and the messages, honest, straight to the point. He told him, "Hey, we're going to be critical. We're going to talk about you. Your job is to buckle up and race and do your best." Right there, Junior is letting Hocevar know that people are going to have opinions, that he himself is going to have opinions, but don't let that distract you. Get in the car and give it everything you've got. And then Junior dropped a piece of advice that honestly every driver in NASCAR should hear. He told Hocevar, "The noise is going to be noisy. It's when they're not talking about you is when you need to be worried. If you're invisible out there, if nobody's worried about you, concerned about you, pulling for you, caring about your performance, then you're in trouble." That's such a smart way to look at it. In any sport, the worst thing you can be is forgettable. If nobody is arguing about you, if nobody cares whether you finish first or last, if your name never comes up in conversation, that's when you've got a real problem. And Junior knows that from personal experience. He said there are drivers out there right now who fit that exact description. Guys who show up every week and nobody notices. And he never wanted to be one of those guys. He never wanted to be invisible. And he clearly doesn't want that for Hocevar either. So where does all of this leave Carson Hocevar right now? Let's look at the numbers. 3 races into the 2026 Cup Series season, Hocevar is sitting 10th in the point standings. That's impressive for a young driver still looking for his first Cup Series win. He hasn't found victory lane yet at the top level, but he's right there. He's competitive. He's in the conversation every single week. And maybe that's the whole point of what Junior is saying. Hocevar doesn't need a race to matter to NASCAR right now. Just by being himself, aggressive, fearless, willing to make moves that other drivers simply won't, he's getting people to tune in. He's getting people to talk. He's getting people to care. Richard Petty sees Dale Earnhardt Sr. in him. Dale Earnhardt Jr. sees the future of NASCAR in him. The fans can't stop debating him. Love him or not, Carson Hocevar is exactly the kind of driver this sport needs right now. And if Dale Earnhardt Jr. has anything to say about it, nobody should be trying to change that. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think Carson Hocevar should stay exactly the way he is, or does he need to clean things up before it costs him? Drop it in the comments. Let's talk about it. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button and subscribe to NASCAR Hug. We're just getting started, and we want you along for every single lap. Thanks for watching. See you soon.